One. Hey everybody, welcome to another GosuCup America game. This is the semifinals between Fnatic from North America and Hello, this is Dog, also mostly from North America. I am Maut, thanks for joining me here on Dota, and with me once again is Owen. How are you, sir?
I'm great, man. How are you?
I am also good. I don't know why I keep asking you how you are, because I already know how you are, because you told me last game, but
Always good, bro.
I also, while we have the chance, I want to shout out to Hello, this is Dog for having to be hashtag EGL, EGEL. Of course, easy game, easy life, all day, every day.
Golden Nation.
Golan Nation. Hashtag Merlini crushed. Hashtag like anything that he says ever. So,
Anything. Hashtag anything related.
anyways, we saw really strong games from Fnatic. There was a close game early on against Area 51 last game, but Fnatic was able to pull it out, and they're looking pretty strong. And how do you like their chances against Hello This Is Dog?
I like their chances.
That was very
That's pretty much all
enthusiastic.
I can
Yeah,
really
that's a
say.
really enthusiastic way of
Uh,
putting that.
I mean, it's kind of hard to predict. We haven't seen HTID play yet, or at least I haven't. So at this point, I can't really say. But I'm feeling that Fnatic will come out again on top at this point. Their play is really really strong, and I don't think HTID have had a chance to spectate, so they don't really know what heroes to pick or ban against specifically this team.
That's definitely a good point, and it's similarly to Fnatic, I guess. But I mean, they did see them in the previous game. They were probably watching while they were waiting, and oh boy, they haven't learned. They have never they're never going to learn. Whitebeard will pick up the Templar Assassin, and I should note here that of course both of these teams veterans of Sunday Evening Cup Series from NA Dota, a Sunday tournament that is done obviously every week.
That's today.
I casted. That is today. That's very true. I casted Hello, This Is Dog multiple times in the previous SECSs. I was not fortunate enough to cast formerly known as Josh Tabak Dota, which is now Fnatic RC. But Hello, This Is Dog with a strong team, a little bit of a different lineup than I usually see. I usually see like the People's Champ and
Oh, he is there. He's
is oh,
Careface
he's
TT.
Careface. Okay,
Yeah.
and then there's others as well that I saw. There was Paint It Black.
Yeah, that's T with an exclamation mark.
Okay, good. So now, all right, good. You're providing me with a lot of valuable information. So excellent. Who's your boy JC? Does he have a different name?
I have no idea who that is. I think that's just your boy JC. I mean, he's played on a couple of teams for NA Dota that I've seen in SCCS, but I guess he's now taking his role as a captain for HTID. I know a couple players have played for HTID, so I guess this is maybe they're finalizing their roster right here coming into GosuCup Americas. This is the semifinals now, so I guess they've gone pretty far. They're
Yeah.
confident against Fnatic, and I guess we should probably talk about the picks at this point. Rubik and Sven TA getting picked up for Fnatic. Our usual lineup with the Sven and TA. It's going to be kind of hard for HTID to deal with this, but they did pick up Kiro and Undying as their two picks.
Yeah, and those two pickups are going to be pretty critical, and of course it's like clockwork, honestly. Anytime you have the Undying and Jakiro available at the same time that you can pick up, you're gonna take it pretty much. You know, I mean, unless you have some sort of pocket strategy or you're comfortable playing against them, or you have like other heroes that you like Templar Assassin on the Fnatic side with Whitebeard, then you're gonna get it picked up, one way or another. And just because of how strong they are with the Jakiro rework, with the Undying rework as well, and Sven is another strong hero with a really great rework that we were just talking about. And then if you were watching the previous game between Area 51, Templar Assassin and Sven with Daedalus apparently hurt. They do a lot of damage or something, I guess. Some such. One more pick here on the side of Hello, This Is Dog. They're going to get into the reserve time, 103. Not surprisingly, we do see the Magnus ban out on the side of Fnatic. Of course, Darkseer and Batrider on the ban for Hello, This Is Dog. Every time Fnatic plays, they're always on the Radiant side. They get first pick, but then they let the other two picks go, and it's always ban out Bounty Hunter and Magnus, and then the other team always bans out Batrider and Darkseer, and it's clockwork. It happens literally every freaking time, even since yesterday it happened. Like I cannot remember a single game where I didn't see Whitebeard on a Templar Assassin. It's really weird.
Yeah, I guess it's always like the standard picks and bans, but all the games that we've watched have been insanely interesting, so I'm not too sad about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they have been. Of course, Templar Assassin's a lot of fun to watch. Like, it's a hero that really doesn't ever get old, which is surprising because some heroes in Dota you're kind of just like, well, whatever. I've seen this hero a million times. Cough, cough, anti-major Morphling. Maybe Lone Druid as well. But, wow, wow, that was a long pick phase. And, whoa, Luna on the side of Hello, This Is Dog. I think I've seen them run this before, and this could be good. I've also seen them run things like Gyrocopter, but I don't know if there's enough space for that now.
Hmm.
But with this Luna, that's going to be, if they throw this together as a tri lane, that could be a strong tri lane because of the new damage from the Lucent Beam. That's a mini stun, but the only really other stun there is the Ice Path. But they may send Undying off lane. I'm not sure. We'll have to see what happens. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I think Luna's really good against the lineup they have now, but honestly, again, with Sven, it's you're taking a risk by not picking something that hard carries him. But at the same time, there's nothing that really stops him dead unless you just deny him farm and XP.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
Well,
apparently my mic has static in the client, so I apologize about that. I'm not really sure how to fix it. I did kind of play with my settings right now, so maybe it'll be better.
who's watching the
But
client? That's sort of
I have no
surprising.
idea.
How are they watching is the question. I'm offline, I think. So unless they're going
I'm
through
online.
Fnatic. Oh, they must be through you then.
I guess I should peer offline.
No, I mean it doesn't. I mean it doesn't matter to me. But I don't think there's a tournament ticket for this because it's just a GosuCup. If it was Gosu
Hmm.
League, that'd be different, obviously. We
Yeah.
will see the Wisp ban out with the Rasta ban out on the side of Hello This Is Dog, and then of course Tidehunter and CK on the side of Fnatic. One ban each left for both teams. Real quick, reserve time 8 seconds on the side of Hello This Is Dog. 128 for Fnatic. They've got a bit more time. Fnatic always seems a little bit more comfortable in the pick ban phase than any other team that they're facing. I cannot wait to see Fnatic in an actual professional setting, like at DreamHack or something along those
Yeah,
lines.
especially at a LAN.
That's going to be a lot of fun, I think. I mean, I think they'll take people by surprise. Now, a lot of people, when they got picked up by Fnatic, a lot of people were like, well, who are these
Who
guys?
are these guys? Like,
They like,
yeah, no one really expected them, and then all of a sudden they just destroyed all the teams that we've seen in the GosuCup America. So the question is, can they keep their streak on, or will HTID take the crown?
that's the question that everyone wants answered, and we'll find out within 3 games at the very most here against HTID, and then of course whoever they go up against in the finals, which could be Root or Aosin +4, which is on Luminous's stream if you want to go over there and check that out. Um, But if you want to stay with us, I would be really appreciative. You can follow us at Maut Dota 2 at Twitter and Owen or Dota 2 Owen on Twitter as well.
Yep.
And God, that confuses the hell out of me. Like I don't know. I wish it was universal, man. I really do.
I wish I could change it, but I guess I can't.
You can just make a new
Anyway,
one,
I guess, but
but
oh my,
that's too much
10
work.
followers, man. How could I lose them? Anyway, Rasta, Wisp, and Leshrac getting banned out for HTID, while the Radiant side, rather, Fnatic RC chose to ban out Tide, CK, and NS, which is kind of weird because CK kind of gets destroyed by Sven. I don't really know why they banned up. I guess they don't want to deal with that and the Luna.
Yeah, that would be annoying to say the least. But I mean, they've got reasons for everything, I'm sure,
Yeah.
and that's probably
I
one of
mean,
them.
I'm just the caster. I'm just trying to analyze their play. I mean, I'm
Hey,
sure they
no,
have
look,
something way better
look,
going
man.
on in their
Let
heads.
me tell you something about theory crafting in the freaking captain's mode phase. It has got to be the most like frustrating thing sometimes, and then most like rewarding. It's like the longest part of the game, seemingly in my mind. It's definitely not, but still, it just takes forever to do. A lot of the time, you get it wrong, but when you get it right, man, do you feel vindicated? And when you're alone, it's even more difficult because you're like, oh, well, they have this, this, and this. You forget which heroes are available. And speaking of heroes, Queen of Pain will be picked up on the side of Fnatic, and this will probably be played by Tobacco here, who played this not last game, but 2 games ago. And then Windrunner on the side of Hello, This Is Dog. Really interested to see who's going to play that, or who's going to play anything on the side of Hello, This Is Dog. But one pick each on both teams here, so we'll get into these last 2 picks, make sure everything's okay, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be very good.
It's gonna be great, even.
You could say that would be great or fantastic if you'd even go so far as to say.
I mean, I can't wait to see if that Windrunner has the potential to land. Like, if she lands good shackles and Sven, if he'll be shut down, then it's going to be really hard for the Radiant side to deal with it because TA alone can't take out that team. Like, finally, teams are realizing that they need to pick heroes with escape, with somewhat a lot of strength or, like, mobility, like, for example, Luna, Windrunner, or the strength that Undying has. It's kind of hard for TA to kill alone.
Here's my thought on Luna, and you can take this whatever way you want, but you've got 2 heroes that have abilities that either let them escape from that AoE effect or let them refract it up. And refraction will be huge for Eclipse because it's going to tank up one of those, those beam charges from Eclipse and saving somebody else from taking more damage. Queen of Pain could just blink out of it altogether, but then again, that won't split the damage then, and so someone will take a little bit more damage. Correct?
And yeah, and the other thing is, if Rubik steals Luna's ult, then the team fight is just going to completely change. It's going to turn around because if Rubik has that ult, then Sven can just focus on right clicking shit down. He doesn't even have to use his stun at that point.
And that's a really good point as well. You think about Luna's spells. You cannot steal the. She's got the passive, obviously, and then she's got, I believe, the glaive, which is also a passive. It's not an orb. Not that it would matter, anyways. So you either steal Eclipse or you steal Lucent Beam, both of which are really good. And then we have the Keeper of the Light pickup for Fnatic, and boom, Razor on the side.
Razor's
That's
scary, man. I don't know how to deal with him. Like we saw in a C9 game actually that I was playing in
Last night,
where yeah, last night where Razor just there's no really way to stop him if he's in an off lane. Like there's no real hard counter heroes, and he just if you don't outplay the Razor, he'll dominate you.
Absolutely. And it's some have dubbed him an anti-carry for certain reasons, of course, with that static link stealing that right-click damage. Very strong. Very, very strong. And if played correctly... Alright, you know what? Look it. I'm casting Fnatic this time around. Okay, that's the end of it. Alright, do you understand?
Alright.
Next game,
I got
maybe. Okay.
Alright.
On the side of Fnatic, we're going to have Smurf once again on the Sven. Tobacco will be on the Queen of Pain. Whitebeard again on the Templar Assassin. Derp Derp on the Rubik. And finally, Rolo will be on the Keeper of the Light. And it's, if you'd be so kind to do Hello, This is Dog.
Yeah, of course. On the Dire side for Hello, This is Dog, we have Talus, Easy Game, Easy Life on Luna. We, of course, see GX Slim on his Razor carry. T on the Jakiro, and your boy JC running fast as the Windrunner. And finally, of course, we have the People's Champ on Undying.
Yeah, he even has the TPC with an arrow next to his name, just so that we know.
Just so we know.
30 seconds.
It's my stream. I'm allowed to do what I want. So already they looked for early on. Both teams went 5-man Dota, and they went into their own jungles. Of course, not finding anything. Usually, we actually see Fnatic looking down here, looking for some sort of aggression, but they couldn't find anything. And Hello, This is Dog doing the same. Warded up from the side of T. It is an observer ward up here on the top of this cliff, which will give them vision on this rune spot here. That'll be pretty important. See how the lanes are set up here in just a moment. Looks like Windrunner will be the off lane right now for the side of Hello, This is Dog against the tri-lane of Derp Derp on the Rubik, Rolo on that Keeper of the Light, and of course Sven played by Smurf. Mid lane looks to be Whitebeard on the Templar Assassin, unsurprisingly, against GX Slim, which could be dangerous, and we'll have to see how that plays out. And Tobacco will be in the off lane against, of course, the Jakiro, the Undying pickup, and of course the Luna pickup. So Tobacco will have to be careful, but of course with only one stun available and the Lucent Beam as that mini stun, it's going to be very difficult to kill Tobacco, who has that blink early on. We'll have to see what happens here. Already GX Slim going with the static link on Whitebeard. He's trying to run away, but he's just taking... You see that the refraction charges aren't getting popped, but he's lost all of his damage, essentially. It's 59 minus 15. Derp Derp coming in, looking to do some damage to GX Slim with the telekinesis. He does throw him back down. No Fade Bolt to follow up because he is level 1 right now. He does pick up the haste rune, and he'll head down bottom. So this is like one of the first games we've seen not an aggressive tri-lane from either side. And what do you think about this?
I don't know. I kind of like the standard, tri-lane. Just let your carry farm, let the two supports roam later in the game. And I mean, honestly, that shows me a lot more skill from players than running an aggressive tri-lane, just pushing and pushing and pushing and try to take those risks for those kills. I think by like watching the roaming supports, we can tell how good a player is. Because it takes a lot more skill to know when to go in any other lane rather than just wait for your character to stun someone and then go in like that.
That's a very good point. You bring up a very good point. As someone who plays pretty low MMR in matchmaking, I'm gonna admit I'm not the best Dota player in the world, and then transitions over to C9DL where tri-lanes are a bit common. It's very hard to know when to do stuff in a non-aggressive tri-lane, especially as somebody like a
Overlay, by the way. Overlay.
God damn it! Every fucking time. I said I was gonna do it, but good start to the semifinals. Can I just not use the GosuCup overlay for the pig phase from now on? I'm not gonna do it. I don't think, just so I don't make the same mistake. It's ridiculous. My gimmick used to be missing first blood, now it's keeping the overlay up, and it's just so ridiculous. Anyways, enough about my failures, and up to Tobacco, who's actually getting chased out of lane by the People's Champ, looking for a decay again. Man, he's chasing him far. Tobacco is actually just going to probably blink up over here under the high ground. And actually, Jakiro's going to ice path him from the stairs, and so Tobacco's kind of stuck. He's kind of been blocked in here by Careface, who's going to keep decaying him. And then there's going to pop the Tombstone, and now Tobacco actually has to blink across the way. So the Tombstone a little bit wasted, but nice plays from Tobacco to get out of there. That was some interesting plays, I think, from the side of Holis's dog, realizing, like, hey, we know you've got blink, but you can't run too far away from us. In fact, they're just going to try to push this tower, I think, maybe as quickly as possible.
I mean, they might just go for first blood here, like TPC. Oh, okay, I guess he's backing up. Or not. I mean, I think he's going to wait there until the lane pushes to the tower, and then he's just going to try to go from behind.
Yep, it looks like he is actually going to go up the river this time around, but there is vision from the... Oh, no, there isn't. There's no Radiant Ward. Meanwhile, Static Link on Whitebeard, lowering his damage, not popping his Refraction. That's minus 56 damage for another few seconds.
He has like 10 damage.
Yeah, he can't really do much. His last hits are at 12, and this is the first time, really, we've seen Whitebeard stopped early on. 18 last hits for the Luna, 22 for the Sven, so not too far behind on Whitebeard, but still, it's going to be tough, I think, if that keeps happening from GX Slim. And he can keep spamming that. It's only 30 mana, so it's not like he,
Yeah.
just doesn't...
I told you, Razor's just scary.
Yeah,
he's so hard to deal with.
I don't know why we don't see him more often, but
I think teams are finally figuring out, though, that he is that powerful.
They are.
I think Root won the other semifinal, by the way.
Well, it's a best of 3, isn't it? Is that already over?
I'm not sure. Someone sent a chat, though, so I'm just gonna...
Alright, well, overlay. He's being a nice guy, and I'm just a failure when it comes to overlay management. Literally the only problem. I mean, I was...
set up hotkeys.
I have hotkey set up, I just forget. So, whatever. Careface is going to go on Tobacco. He's going to take some damage. Double damage on the side of GX Slim. Not going to look to really initiate just yet, but Careface is trying to zone Tobacco out right now. And Tobacco's just going to go right back and right-click him, but of course, Careface is very tanky with that decay. He's got a lot of strength right now. I mean, I actually missed First Blood somehow in the bottom lane, unfortunately. So I was mentioning how I don't miss First Blood anymore, and that's not necessarily the case. Great stuff already, 1-0. Fnatic getting First Blood with that Sven, I believe it was. No, it was Keeper of the Light getting the kill there. Top is being pressured, though. Tombstone is down. Looks like they will take this tower very quickly. 4 minutes and 55 seconds. There is a fortification, but that's not really going to do much. It looks like they might even try to dive here to make sure Tobacco doesn't go for a deny. Mid lane, GX Slim.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I would love if Tobacco just blinked and killed that Undying with the screen.
That might be difficult. Well, he's actually pretty low. Yeah.
He's gone now, though.
Yeah, the blink's not far enough range yet. So looking at the right clicks right now, or the last hits, excuse me, Sven with 37. And it's just... Right now, it's going the way of Sven at least, but Luna's not too far behind with 31. So GX Slim with Blades. Say again?
Mid's completely even with the Razor and TA.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you have more last hitting potential with Whitebeard, but if you have Static Link going on you, you really don't. So, and it's not like GX Slim has the best, like, it's not like Razor's has the best, you know, right click or attack animation. It's pretty good, though. It's not, like, terrible. I know I haven't really been watching this lane enough to really see who's... I mean, he's doing a good job of using his plasma field to last hit and, you know, kill the creeps quickly. So... Meanwhile, Tobacco and Templar Assassin looking to head top. There is a there's no ward here actually anymore. It's gone. The 6-minute ward is gone. They're going to look to loop around here on GX Slim. He realizes he's a little out of position. There's the trap. It's going to fly off. Whitebeard with haste will do some meld damage. There's going to be the ultimate pop by Razor. Going to try to get a Static Link to make him a little bit less damage inducive. GX Slim taking a lot of damage, but that dive is going to cost Templar Assassin dearly with the ultimate from Razor.
Yeah, we saw Tobacco miss the stream there, so no damage really went on the Razor until TA dived.
Now he's in some trouble himself right now. There should be an ice path to follow up. Nice ice path. I don't even know how he realized he was going to blink in that direction. Not that it's going to matter. It doesn't last nearly long enough. Tobacco will be able to blink in 2 seconds right now. Can there be another ice path? He needs to hit it, but I don't think it's going to happen. There's the blink, so Tobacco is able to get away. Still, though, bad dive from Whitebeard, and it's probably the first time I could say this in quite some time. Whoa! Why did you stop? Careface is gonna get the kill with a decay because it's level 2. It does more damage now, 80 damage even, and Queen of Pain was just not ready for that, and she just got. I mean, that's just a mistake, I think. Unfortunate mistake.
Yeah, we do see a 2-1 with HTID in the lead here. One tower down for them while the Tri-Lane bot still hasn't got theirs. Your boy JC doing a great job bot, pressuring the lane so that the tower doesn't go down. Trying to get as much farm as he can, but this Fen is just a powerhouse.
Absolutely is. I mean, he's going for what seems to be one. He's got one into Cleave right now, one to Warcry. Will probably max Cleave next if we, if we talk about what he did in the last game. That's exactly what he did, and just get that Cleave to farm pretty quickly. And right now, Luna's level 6. I want to keep looking at levels here. So 8 on the Razor, 7 for the TA, and of course for this Fen right now. Actually, we're going to see a rotation from Templar Assassin, who might be in some trouble. There's the Courier. He actually misses it, and he's not going to turn around for it. It's too far away at this point. We're going to see some traps come in. They want to go on EGEL. There's the Telekinesis. They should be able to get this kill just fine. Ice Path will fly out, but it's not going to matter. Fnatic getting another kill there with the Keeper of Light. Rolo has the only 2 kills in this game for Fnatic so far, but it is only 8 minutes, so, and yes, that is a nice ward placement. That aggressive ward will give them vision here in this lane. That's going to be very important later on in the game. Good point out.
Yeah, we do see the mid spawning top now. Ruby probably going to take that. Oh, maybe not. He doesn't have a bottle, I just realized. So TA will take that, and hopefully they can do something with it.
You look at the wards right now, there are the aggressive wards. Meanwhile, actually, Sven getting a solo kill here on that Windrunner with God's Strength, with Stormhammer, using all of his mana. He's actually at 2k gold right now with his treads finished up, so looking very strong. Will probably be a BKB first like we saw in the previous game. But I was just about to say, the dire wards right now, the only real ward here on the map is, of course, this aggressive ward in the top lane right now. I don't think I see any other wards placed by any of the heroes here. So they don't really have vision of the river, which is okay, I guess, at this point in the game, but they could use some more vision, I guess. Anywhere on the map would be fine. They're actually counter warding right now. They just put one here on the river, as you can see. T doing that.
Yeah, so the Radiant kind of have a little vision of the bot now, and we can see that this ward up at the top, I mean, it's not really doing much right now, but I think when they do try to push the top tower, it'll help them out greatly.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They do need to push that top tower while this ward is still available. Otherwise, it kind of goes to waste. Meanwhile, mid actually maybe initiation on Careface here, but actually 3 heroes rotating in from the side, trying to push Whitebeard back, who's actually invis, so they don't actually see him there. Traps are going to fly up bottom lane. Your boy taking some damage a little bit, and Smurf not going to dive. He did use the Stormhammer there.
My boy's taking some damage.
That's really weird. That's weird to say. That's just such a weird sequence. Like,
maybe we can just call him JC.
Yeah, we'll just call him JC. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that. I'm probably going to forget, but whatever. 4 heroes on the side of Philo. This is Dog grouping up, looking to push the mid tower. They're trying to put on this early aggression. It's doing well for them. Trap's going to maybe try to slow them down. There's a bunch out here trying to rotate into the jungle now, looking for a kill, looking to maybe cut something off. There might be an Eclipse here. Nice Ice Path actually misses. Here's Whitebeard. There's the Eclipse Refraction taking a lot of it, but Whitebeard's actually going to go down. Razor getting that kill. Jakiro getting another one. So Fnatic losing 2, but the Stormhammer from Smurf going to do enough damage, plus the Codal Illuminate doing a lot of damage. EGEL trying to get back out of there. Excuse me, Talus taking a lot of damage. Tobacco will go down. Smurf now in some trouble on his own right now. Rolo on the backside trying to get some more kills. They'll get the kill on the Jakiro, but it's a 4-for-2 trade. Hello, this is Dog playing really well. Talus is actually really low. TP coming right back in from the side of the Rubik. And it's too late now, I'm pretty sure. No, actually, they'll get the kill on the on JC here on the Windrunner. So 3-for-4 is the trade. Did you notice how I called them EGEL during that team fight? My mind isn't going 15 mode.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great fight for both teams, I would say. I mean, if Sven didn't die there, it would have been way better for Fnatic, but unfortunately he did perish to the power of Undying. And he will be spawning now. He did actually go for Massive Madness first assignment instead of BKB. I guess he thought he would get a lot more farm and finish it later. We do see a DD rune spawning top. Tia gonna pick that up real quick.
She'll bottle that right up, and that's interesting that you point that out. I mean, that we did see the BKB first last time around, and I thought that might happen again, considering you've got you've got the Ice Path, of course, you've got the Eclipse, you've got the Lucent Beam, things that might be good to block. Of course, Shackle Shot as well. Actually, I think that does that go through BKB?
No, it doesn't.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know why I would think that.
What's interesting though is that if Razor steals Sven's damage while he doesn't have BKB, like he won't be able to do enough damage to kill the other team with the cleave. So it's gonna be interesting to see if there's any way that Taobao or someone else will try to shut him down.
That's very true. I mean, I would expect to see them focusing on GX Slim every time in the team fight, but that'll be difficult. He is a pretty quick hero in Razor. I like the pickup for the Mask of Madness with Sven because you can see how fast he farms and it's on such a short cooldown. Like, he'll decimate creep waves and creep camps in just seconds with that Mask of Madness. He'll probably pop it right here if he wants to, but he's not going to do it, as I said.
Yeah, if we look at the XP and gold graph, both teams are still pretty even.
Oh,
GXLM gets initiate on.
Nice ice path, though, to save his life, and TPs are coming in. They do need to back off here. Smurf taking too much damage. Derp trying to steal. He's actually stolen Eye of the Storm, the ultimate from Razor. Here comes Rollo trying to bring people in. Windrunner actually going to get the kill on Derp, so nice job by JC. DD Rune is going to be popped by the side of Templar Assassin, but no one really around there, so good rotations in from Hello, This Is Dog. They actually have a 7-6 lead right now in terms of kills and assists. Rollo, what are you doing there? Don't be there, Rollo. Queen of Pain, meanwhile, getting a kill solo on the Luna in the top lane. Rollo needs to back off. He's going to get decayed. There's going to be the ice path as well as the tombstone, and he will go down. GXLM getting that one. He was in a bad position. TP coming in from Whitebeard right now, and he needs a little bit more help here, and we're going to see more TPs coming in from Derp right now. Anybody else rotating in? Spell is stolen. What is it? It's going to be the power shot, so he's got that little bit of damage there if he can line it up. Jakiro being pinged out right now. He'll just back off, though. Top lane is being pressured here by the side of Sven. He does pop his Mask of Madness. There's going to be a TP in. Sven needs to get out right now. He's actually going to use his Stormhammer. Nice Stormhammer, and he's going to Warcry away and try to get out as quickly as possible. There's no way they can cut him off. He's too quick. The Ice Path nowhere near it. So nice job by Smurf to get out there. He got some farm, took care of it, almost got the tower. Actually, no, he didn't do any tower damage. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. I thought he did
Yeah, we see that Whitebeard still doesn't have his blink picked up, so that's why I think that's why he didn't go into that team fight. He knew that if he started taking all that damage, there was no way he could get out, because he did pop Refraction really earlier.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Exactly, absolutely. And now they're actually, speaking of Refraction, taking a little bit of tower damage here in the bottom lane right now. And Careface, excuse me, the People's Champ looking to maybe push this back, and in fact does for the moment. What's coming to the Whitebeard right now? It is a Medallion of Courage, it looks like. Is finished up for Templar Assassin, so now the damage from the armor reduction will be on here. That meld damage coupled up with the Medallion of Courage armor reduction provides for some pretty nasty damage on the side of Whitebeard, and we've seen it time and time again. And looking at the graphs, 2,000 going for experience on the side of Fnatic, but gold, they're actually down 1,500, so very even game regardless. Both teams playing extraordinarily well. Only a few towers gone on the map. In fact, 0 gone for Hello, This Is Dog right now. 2 gone for the side of Fnatic. Counter warding from Rollo. Looks like Fnatic trying to push the bottom lane out here, but there's 3 heroes here on the side of Hello, This Is Dog. They're going to try to defend this. Mid is actually 2 heroes. GXLM has a DD rune on him. He's going to just keep farming away. I want to see the net worth tab right now. Sven leading the way with 6,100. And his farm is going great right now. And if he can keep it up, he'll be in a really great position. He's now building towards that BKB. He's going to pop God Strength. He wants to get this tower. There is a fortification. Will there be a TP? Here comes Luna. Lucent Beam going to fly onto him right now, and he'll back off. That's it. A little bit of pressure on the tower. Bottom lane, Whitebeard is here. Going to go onto Careface. There's the meld damage plus the Medallion. Just barely missing that ice path is Jakiro. Tombstone did fly. Nice Jackal shot onto Whitebeard. He, in fact, will go down. Telekinesis onto one. Will stun GXLM with the Telekinesis fall. Careface still going, looking for more. And Derp is decayed up. He's very low. He has a salve, but he's also earned charge. And he should be okay now, but he needs some help down here. And he's got 861 gold. He's only got boots, not much else on him. Will we see an Ice Path here trying to find a kill? The Ice Path does fly. No kill there available. But they're going to pressure this bottom tower now, perhaps? They've got all 4 here. There's no creep wave just yet, but soon it'll fall.
Yeah, it was really great aggression by HTID. They managed to kill TA, shut down the other heroes, make sure that their lane is pushing, and they probably will be able to take this T1 right now unless Fnatic do decide to contest.
Do they have TPs? Well, Rubik's setting back, at least for the moment. Rollo is going to come in, though, but it says there is a fortification available. Will they use it? It's falling slowly, but I think that they're going to take this and back off. In fact, actually, they're not taking it all. They're going to let Razor take it real quick. I thought everyone was TPing out. Meanwhile, mid, there's actually some initiation there. Luna getting the kill on Tobacco. Sven getting an invis room in the meantime, looking for maybe a stun on the side of Careface. Actually, Illuminate going to fly first and do some damage there. Smurf still invisible right now. JC looking to go on Rollo. He might be in some trouble here. Shackle Shot going to fly. Nice Shackle Shot once again. And Ice Path follows up immediately, plus the Power Shot. Look at that stun. Look at that cleave. Look at the triple kill on the side of Smurf. They weren't expecting that one. Surprise. And he gets an ultra kill to top it off. Smurf, unbelievable play there with the Invisrun stalking around, and man, that match just did so much damage with the great Stormhammer.
Yeah, he just waited for the perfect moment to just do the stunning cleave, and GX Slim, he's tearing up. He knows what happened. He's just so sad right now. And the other thing I want to mention is that Rolo actually just did like a little Kirby face in chat. He's been on point by warding and de-warding, and it's been really, really interesting that he's just been so supportive of his team, just completely denying the other team vision.
Yeah, and it's hard to play that hard support role, but Rolo plays it so effectively, he makes it look easy. And of course, we do see this Sven going for this gigantic ancient stack. He actually just pops his God Strength and his mask, and these guys should go down rather quickly, giving him even more gold. He's got a BKB in his stash right now. Going back to what you said with Rolo and the Kirby face, I was he can do that so fast. If you hear him type,
I think he has a bind.
No, he doesn't have a bind. I heard him do it like with typing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's crazy. And he messes up occasionally too, so you know it's legit.
Wow.
So.
Well, what I really want to talk about is the fact that with all the farm that Sven is getting, what if Razor steals all that damage? Wouldn't it be worse for him?
This is true. I mean, yeah, that's something that you have to consider. But with the BKB, I don't think static link goes through BKB.
No.
We talked about this before. So, I mean, if he can kill GX Slim before that BKB wears off, then he doesn't have to worry about it. But if it does get stolen, then yes, this could not go well for Smurf because that's a lot of their damage that's getting provided there. But it's not the only damage. Templar Assassin is able to do a lot of damage with the meld, with the medallion, and if she gets more damaging items or if she decides to go for Blink Dagger, I'm not sure yet. But that's another good point that you bring up. And Razor is just something that, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, I honestly never see Razor play competitively, and I never see him actually in matchmaking to begin with, so I know his abilities, I know what they do, it's just I don't know how well they translate into games like this, and he's actually got a Yasha all the way, or by the way, so.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to be a Manta or if he's just going casual Yasha for the extra damage and agility.
Casual Yasha has been picking up steam, I think, in a lot of games. I mean, it's just a good item.
Yeah, if you guys are just joining us, this is Fnatic RC versus HTID in the GosuCup America semi-final, casted by Maut and me, Owen. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, I have to agree with those sentiments. Thank you for being here on Neo. And of course, after these semifinals, this is, by the way, the first game. It's a best of 3. After these semifinals, we'll be bringing you SECS coverage, which is going to be the playoffs, and look to see a lot of strong games from a lot of strong teams there. I believe, is Hello This Is Dog in that as well, or no? I don't know if they are this time. Of course, my great co-caster has the ability to check these things, as I do not.
I was checking texts. What are we doing?
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? You know, I was just giving you praise for being able to check things, and you.
I check things all the time.
I understand how. I just wanted to know if Hello This Is Dog was actually in SECS. So I don't.
Oh no, they're not.
Oh, okay.
They shouldn't be. Let me check.
And now you're checking, and now I can
playoffs.
Commend you.
Playoffs? Yeah, they're not.
Okay.
I don't think they played much this season. I think they actually just only finalized their roster for this tournament, GosuCup Americas, and they've done fairly well actually coming into the semifinals. So we'll have to see if they make it to the finals.
Yeah, man. I mean, 11-11 is not bad against Fnatic, especially since Fnatic has been rolling over opponents like it's just like it's their job, which it is, but still. We do see the experience graph starting to pick up in favor of Fnatic after that gigantic kill from the Sven, or kills, I should say. 5,000 going for the experience. It looks like about 2,000 for gold. Still, gold is relatively even. I mean, 17 minutes, 2,000 gold is not too much. They really needed this Luna to get farmed. She's got a BKB, and they should be starting to really, get these ancient stacks going on the dire side because, of course, those glaives are going to be so good to just take those ancients down and get that farm going. And Sven, meanwhile, is already doing so on the side of Fnatic. If you'd like to follow us, guys, please follow us on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Dota2Owen, which is, you can find Owen there, and of course, it's OEN, by the way. And then, for me, it's just Maut.Dota2. So, if you'd like to follow us there, we'd really appreciate it. Also, follow our Twitch channels. Mine is twitch.tv/Maut.Dota2. And you can follow Owen's at twitch.tv/OwenDota, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes, I got it right this time. I apologize for all of the overlay issues. Apparently, the Peruvian crowd is still here, so I'd like to give you a big shout out to Peru. Thanks for joining us once again. I know you don't. I don't think there are any Peruvian teams left.
No, I think they all got knocked out, which is unfortunate because last game we watched, Fnatic RC completely wiped out Area 51 Gaming.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, these Peruvians, they apparently really love their Dota, and who doesn't? I wish it was more popular, man. I just wish it, like, I
Well,
wish
hopefully it will
League
be,
of
man.
Legends wouldn't exist. I just wish that, you know?
Real talk, Dota, starring Maut,
Like, that's, like, but, like,
League
everyone
hater,
that plays Dota believes that, though. Like, seriously.
probably.
I know, like, one or two people that like Dota and LoL, like, almost equally. And it's, like, weird. I'm like, how? How do you, like... But then again, I guess some people like, you know, just relax
Two-faced
things.
asshole.
No, it's not that. It's not that he's like two-faced. It's just that I guess like he's good at LoL. I mean, LoL's.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess it's casual or easy. I'm not gonna like you know. I don't want to say that, but you know, it is. So I guess people do that and just
Dire's
rewind by
middle
playing
tower
LoL.
is under
I guess
attack.
and just, you know, stomp people, which I guess is good. But I'd rather get better at Dota. Anyways, enough about that. We're back into the game. I apologize for the earlier issues with the overlay, of course, with you know, some other of the issues that you know
Yeah,
I've been
I
having.
just
in my
actually I want to give a quick shout out to my girlfriend who got her sick ass out of bed to watch me. So thank you, Caitlin. I love you.
Shout out to Owen's girlfriend, Caitlin. Also, shout out to Golden 15.
Your girlfriend?
Yes, I'm actually
Bottom
going to
tower is
propose
under
to him.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You got the ring and shit.
I
Dire's
do.
bottom
It's a
tower
giant
has fallen.
ring that has the inscription of hashtag EGEL on it. Meanwhile, Smoke Gang coming out for the side of Hello, This Is Dog. They're looking to catch out Fnatic, but Fnatic already wisely backing off here, and I don't think Hello, This Is Dog will find anything. And actually, another Smoke coming up, this time on the side of Fnatic, so we might see some... Uh-oh, Sven might get caught up here. He does have his BKB, though. Oh, JC. They're pinging out. They see this is going on. He needs to pop his BKB. In fact, does. There's the God Strength. Look at the Stormhammer. Look at the cleave. Just too much damage. Smurf doing so much. There's 3 kills immediately going right off the back. Your boy is going to go down. JC is going to go down so quickly. There was absolutely nothing they could do. Nice play by Smurf to actually... That actually helped him. That courier bringing him that BKB and Chrysalis, he literally was like, oh, yeah, by the way, they're right behind us. He sees them come right around the corner and just wrecks. Absolutely wrecks.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to look a little grim for HTID. I mean, we saw it last game too, where it was very even, just like this game. It was very even in the early game, and beginning into the mid game when Sven finally gets his items, he just shows how much of a force he is, and you just can't do anything about it. I mean, Razor tried his best there, but he was initiated on, and there was nothing really he could do.
I think if you're looking for something comforting, if you're a fan of Hello, This Is Dog, Luna didn't die in that team fight. I don't believe. I don't believe she was there, or if she was, she got out somehow. There were only 4 deaths going that way. What I really like, and I wanted to point out, is that, and we talked about this earlier, but with the Sven pickup now, instead of going BKB first, they went Mask first, and that Mask is making his farm, I think, a lot faster than it was in the previous game.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's a big deal. It's a very big deal. He's already got a Chrysalis, and he'll get a Daedalus, and then after that, it's going to be craziness. Blink Dagger finished up for the Templar Assassin. A little bit late for Whitebeard, but that's okay, because he did get that medallion first. And Fnatic showing that they really don't have too many weaknesses right now. They had a tough early game once again, but once again, they're showing that in the late game, they're able to progress through, and the GX Slim Razor pickup not going as well as they hoped. I think that they wanted to get that static link on the Smurf like you talked about, but it just wasn't there with the BKB available.
If we quickly check the XP graph and afterwards the gold graph, we can see that XP is in the 12,000 range for the rating advantage, while the gold graph is at about 7,500 for the rating once again. So Fnatic kind of getting away with this right now. HTID needs to make something happen before Sven just gets way too far for them to deal with it.
And we see this like in every Fnatic game, honestly. It feels like every Fnatic game, there's that one tipping point, that one big team fight that sort of turns the tide and sort of pushes it over the edge for the side of Fnatic. And this time around, it was it was 2. It was the big Sven, you know, like solo kill on like 4 heroes in the mid lane on that tier 1 tower, and then and then you saw over here in the secret shop the same exact thing. So. Sven proving to be pretty much like a juggernaut right now, and if I was Hello, This Is Dog, I'd probably ban him out in the next game, but then you give away some other picks. But honestly, I would rather see what Fnatic can play besides these heroes, because they haven't run too much else besides this pretty much for the entire tournament.
Yeah, definitely Fnatic just sticking to their Sven play, knowing how confident Smurf is with that hero. And no one really took him out in the ban phase, so why not take him? Why not secure your lead in the tournament by just playing the same strat over and over again?
I mean, yeah. I mean, let's be realistic here. I mean, this isn't a free tournament. You are going to get $1,000, which may not seem like a lot, but at least you get the you get the rep. You say, hey, I beat all these teams. A lot of you guys are saying, who are you? And now we're sort of showing us your stuff.
Yeah, most
So
definitely.
it's a coming out party, I'd like to think, for Fnatic.
I mean, even $1,000. I mean, you say it might not be enough, but I mean, for me, I would take that to the
Oh,
bank,
hell
man.
yeah! Are you
Holla, holla,
definitely,
good dollar.
definitely $1,000? Like, yeah, that's $200 per person minus taxes, all that shit. But whatever. Like, still $200 for yourself, unless like you have a weird oligarchical system where you're a hard support, you don't get as much money. The character should get the most money. That'd be
Yeah,
really
but he
interesting.
just gets all the money.
Smurf gets $1,000, the rest get nothing. That would be sad. But it's certainly not over. I don't want to make it out to be like it is over, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a long way back for Hello, This Is Dog. I mean, it feels like it should be closer because it's 11 to 15. But those fights with Sven have just been absolutely critical. He's almost got his Daedalus, just needs the recipe, and it's only downhill from here unless Hello, This Is Dog can somehow get a kill on Smurf. If they can take out Smurf and Whitebeard together without getting buybacked and then counter-initiated on, they'll be in a very good position to maybe even go for a team wipe or push a tower or something like that. The Luna has the BKB. Does she have anything else on her is the question. I do want to see that. She does have a Blade of Alacrity, but other than that, Luna's damage is not too high. She does have the glaives, and she might need to try to farm those ancients. Meanwhile, they're actually going to go for, I should say, Fnatic looking for a smoke king, going to wrap all the way around here into the mid lane, looking to go onto GXM, and he's absolutely most certainly dead. There's no way he's getting out of this alive, and Smurf will just do the one swing with his blade to get the kill there. Meanwhile, though, actually, Templar Assassin in a rather bad position. Ice Path will miss from T, and still trying to juke this around is Whitebeard, and he's going to let his team get in position right now, and this is bad. BKB is popped. There's going to be the Eclipse, and Luna's going to go down before she can really do all of her damage. Triple kill for the side of Smurf. Flesh Golem trying to get away, but it doesn't matter. Templar Assassin taking that kill. And once again, it's just GG. It's just too much, and Hello, This Dog just taps out at 22 minutes into the game. So, once again, this is Maut and Owen bringing you on Neo Dota, the GosuCup America semifinal. Hello, This Is Dog versus Fnatic. Fnatic takes game one, and we'll be right back, guys, so just hold on tight.